Welcome to today's NYT Connections puzzle breakdown. These puzzles are like a surprise party for your brain. At first, the words look random, but soon the connections appear. So grab your coffee and get ready. We're diving into the hints and answers for August 4th, 2025. We'll tackle every category from the easy yellow to the tricky purple and break it all down. Whether today's puzzle is a breeze or a brain bender, we're in it together. Ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's jump in. First up, the yellow group, the confidence booster. This group is designed to get your brain warmed up and ready for the more challenging puzzles ahead. Think of it as a mental stretch before the big game. Today's words, aphid, beetle, mite, tick. These words might seem simple, but they all have something in common that makes them a perfect fit for our first category. What do they have in common? They're all tiny, creepy, crawly pests, arthropods. These little critters might be small, but they can cause big problems in gardens and homes. Not the picnic guests you want, but definitely a classic puzzle connection. Imagine trying to enjoy a sunny day out, only to be interrupted by these unwelcome visitors. It's a scenario many of us can relate to. Let's lock them in. Aphid, beetle, mite, tick, category arthropods. By identifying these words, we're not just solving a puzzle. We're also learning a bit about the natural world around us. 1 down, 3 to go. Each group we solve brings us one step closer to completing the entire puzzle. It's like climbing a mountain, one step at a time. The puzzle tried to bug us, but we were too clever. It's all about staying focused and not letting the little things distract us from our goal. Fun fact, beetle could throw you off. Car or bug. But today, it's all about the bugs. The word beetle can refer to both an insect and a classic car. But in this context, we're sticking with the insect theme, mite and tick. Tiny, sometimes invisible, but they fit right in. These pests are often so small that they go unnoticed until they've already caused a problem. We solved the yellow group. Time to move on before we all start itching. It's important to keep the momentum going and not get too caught up in one section. Recap aphid, beetle, mite, tick, arthropods. Remembering these connections can help us tackle future puzzles with more confidence. Feeling good? You should. Let's see what the green group has in store. Onward, each new group is a fresh challenge and an opportunity to learn something new. Green group time. Usually a step up in difficulty. Scanning the board, I see beech, cedar, pine, yew. What's the link? They're all trees. Straightforward, but sometimes the puzzle is kind. Watch out for homophones. Beech, not beach. Yew, not yew. Let's lock in beech, cedar, pine, yew, category trees. 2 down, 2 to go. It's satisfying when a group comes together so cleanly. We've cleared the bugs and the trees, now for the abstract words. The real brain work starts now. 8 words left and the blue group is up next. Ready for a curveball? Let's go. We're halfway there. Let's keep the momentum. The easy half is done. Now for the fun half. Blue group, here we come. Welcome to the blue category, where thinking outside the box isn't just encouraged, it's absolutely necessary. This is the part of the puzzle that asks you to set aside the obvious and dig a little deeper, to look for patterns and connections that might not jump out at first glance. It's a test of creativity, logic, and a little bit of wordplay magic. Here are the remaining words on our list. Apple, cookie, decay, easy, effort, geo, vendetta, and ziti. 8 words, all seemingly unrelated, scattered across the page like puzzle pieces waiting to be snapped into place. At first glance, nothing obvious connects them. You might stare at the list, searching for a common thread, but it's not immediately clear. The words are from different categories. Some are foods, some are concepts, some are just a little bit odd. But let's try a new angle. Think about familiar phrases you've heard before. A is for apple, C is for cookie, E for effort, V for vendetta. Suddenly the words start to feel less random and more like clues in a riddle. That's it! Each of these words completes a classic phrase. Letter, for, word. It's a pattern that's been hiding in plain sight, just waiting for you to notice. The moment you see it, everything clicks into place. So we have A for apple, C for cookie, E for effort, and V for vendetta. These aren't just random words. They're the answers to a clever wordplay puzzle that rewards those who can spot the hidden connections. This is what makes the blue category so much fun. It's not about the literal meaning of the words, but about the way they fit together in our language and culture. It's a clever, classic blue category, wordplay over meaning, and a true test of your lateral thinking skills. So let's lock in our answers. Apple, cookie, effort, and vendetta. The category, letter 4. It's a satisfying moment when you realize you've cracked the code and you can almost hear the correct chime in your head. That was a truly satisfying aha moment. There's nothing quite like the rush of solving a tricky puzzle, especially when the answer was hiding in plain sight all along. It's the kind of realization that makes you want to share the puzzle with a friend, just to see if they can spot the connection too. Connections is a game that pushes us to see language in new ways. It challenges us to think about words not just for what they mean, but for how they're used, how they sound, and how they fit into the bigger picture of communication. It's a reminder that language is full of surprises, and that sometimes the most obvious answer is the one you almost missed. Now, with the blue group solved, we're left with just 4 words: decay, easy, geo, and ZT. These are the last pieces of the puzzle, the final challenge before victory. This is the purple group, the final boss of the puzzle. It's the moment where everything you've learned so far is put to the test. The pressure is on, and the stakes feel higher than ever. By process of elimination, these 4 words must go together. But the question remains, why? What's the hidden link that ties them all together? It's not always obvious, and sometimes the answer is more about thinking creatively than following a strict logic. This is the moment to pause, reflect, and really dig into the possibilities. Maybe there's a wordplay element, or a cultural reference, or a hidden pattern that you haven't noticed yet. The trick is to keep an open mind and not get stuck on your first idea. This is where the puzzle gets sneaky. The creators love to throw in a twist, something that makes you second-guess yourself and look at the words from a completely new perspective. It's a challenge, but it's also what makes the game so rewarding. So, let's get ready for the final challenge. The purple group awaits, and with it, the chance to prove your puzzle-solving skills one last time. On to the purple. The final 4 words in this puzzle are decay, easy, geo, and ZD. At first glance, these words might seem completely unrelated. One is about rotting, another means simple, one is a type of pasta, and the last is a prefix for earth. But as with all great puzzles, the answer is hidden just beneath the surface, waiting for us to dig a little deeper and listen a little closer. When you see these 4 words grouped together, it's easy to get stuck thinking about their definitions. But the real trick here is to focus on how they sound, not what they mean. This is the classic purple group move in Connections, where the solution is all about pronunciation, not meaning. The purple group is always the trickiest. Think sound, not meaning. It's a subtle shift, but it changes everything. Instead of searching for a shared theme in their definitions, try saying each word out loud and listen carefully to the sounds that make them up. Say them out loud with me. Decay, easy, geo, ZD. Notice anything? Let's break it down even further. When you say decay, it sounds like the letters D and K. Easy sounds like E and Z. Geo is G and O, and ZD is Z and T. Each word when spoken mimics the sound of 2 letters from the alphabet. Let's match them up. Decay, DK, easy, EZ, geo, GO, ZD, ZT. It's a clever bit of wordplay that only reveals itself when you stop reading and start listening. This is the kind of twist that makes Connections so much fun, where the answer is hidden in the way the words sound, not in what they mean. That's the connection. Each word in this group sounds like a pair of letters. It's a subtle, almost sneaky pattern, and it's easy to miss if you're only looking at the words on the page. But once you hear it, you can't unhear it. Suddenly, the group makes perfect sense. This is a classic purple move, phonetic wordplay at its finest. The Connections puzzle creators love to throw in these sound-based challenges, and they always keep us on our toes. It's not just about vocabulary, it's about listening, about thinking outside the box, and about making connections that aren't immediately obvious. So let's lock in our answers: decay, easy, geo, and ZD. Each one fits perfectly into the category of words that sound like 2 letters. It's a satisfying moment when you realize the pattern and everything clicks into place. The official category is words that sound like 2 letters. It's a brilliant example of how Connections challenges us to think in new ways. Instead of just matching meanings, we're matching sounds, and that opens up a whole new world of possibilities. This is why I love Connections. Hidden patterns are everywhere, just waiting to be discovered. Sometimes the most obvious connections are the ones we overlook because we're focused on the wrong details. But when you finally see it, it feels like a light bulb turning on in your mind. Let's recap. ZT, ZT, Geo, Geo, easy, easy, and decay, DK. Each word cleverly disguises a pair of letters, hiding the answer in plain sight. It's so simple, yet so clever, and it's the kind of solution that makes you smile when you finally figure it out. That aha moment is what makes solving these puzzles so rewarding. It's not just about getting the right answer. It's about understanding the logic behind it and appreciating the creativity that goes into crafting each group. The puzzle's final trick? Cracked! We've solved the last group, and it feels great. Every piece has fallen into place, and the whole puzzle comes together in a satisfying way. We didn't just finish the puzzle. We understood the why behind each group. From bugs to trees, from alphabet phrases to secret sounds, we explored every corner of this Connections challenge. Each group had its own twist, and each one taught us to look at words in a new way. This puzzle had a bit of everything: wordplay, logic, creativity, and a dash of misdirection. It's a reminder that language is full of surprises, and that sometimes the answer is hiding in the way we say things, not just in what we say. Connections is more than just a game. It's a journey through language, sound, and meaning. Every puzzle is a new adventure, and every solution is a small victory. We navigated tricky clues, made unexpected connections, and came out on top. High fives all around. Whether you solved it on your own or worked with friends, this is a win worth celebrating. Virtual high fives, too, for everyone who stuck with it and cracked the code. That's the true Connections experience. Teamwork, creativity, and a lot of fun along the way. We did it. We solved every group, uncovered every pattern, and learned something new about the way words work. Let's wrap up and get ready for the next challenge, because with Connections, there's always another puzzle waiting to be solved. And just like that, we've solved the entire puzzle. From bugs to trees, alphabet phrases to secret sounds. What a ride. Thanks for joining me. It's always more fun together. Remember, every puzzle is a new adventure. Celebrate every victory. If you want more fun and analysis, check out the Connections bot. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you for the next puzzle. Bye-bye.